What's up, y'all? Sparta here. For this video, I want to talk Vivo X200 Ultra. Now, this isn't me saying that this is definitive. I'm definitely going to get this phone because if you saw my previous video, you would know that's not the case, really. But I want to talk about a very interesting thing, and that's them collaborating with Fujifilm alongside Zeiss for this for the X200 Ultra. And this is very funny to me because to myself, I thought, I pondered, I even gestured towards the notion. I don't understand, in terms of camera collaborations, I didn't understand why Vivo and Fuji didn't collaborate before, because the way they name their products are very similar, right? You know, Fujifilm has their X line. Obviously, Vivo has their X line phones too, which are their, the top of the line camera smartphone, computational photography monsters, right? So it was like, it only makes sense to me that they collab, but they just never really did. So when this ended up happening, and I read it when I looked it up again, I was like, huh, that's kind of funny that I said that, and then it ends up being the case that this is what they do. Now, what it's going to be is obviously it's going to be like color science. They're definitely going to have like Fujifilm, film simulations and stuff like that, the typical stuff, right? And alongside Zeiss as well, where, they'll have the lens coating, the T-star lens coating. They'll have, the lens mimicry and the software lens mimicry and all that stuff in the portrait mode and all that stuff as well. I wonder if the same thing, though, that'll also be a thing for Fujifilm lenses, like Fujinon lenses and stuff like that. That'll be very interesting. But ultimately, we'll see. This is a smaller video because obviously we just don't know what's gonna happen. Let me do this. I don't know why you're overexposing 13 Ultra, but whatever. Uh, it's a very interesting prospect to me. You know, I was sitting here wondering what other camera companies and smartphone manufacturers can do this, but the problem is this only really seems to be a thing with Chinese manufacturers. You know, Xiaomi with Leica, also Huawei with Leica, but the more deeper and Sharp with Leica as well. But obviously the deepest collaboration has been with Xiaomi and Leica. Oppo and Hasselblad, Oppo/OnePlus, Oppo Plus with Hasselblad, which has been very nice as well. A lot of people love that. And Vivo with Zeiss, and now it's going to be Vivo with Fujifilm and Zeiss. So that's actually pretty crazy, and I'm very interested to see what that comes out to, how that works and how that operates, and what kind of insane things they're going to have when it comes to that. But it's just very weird because you don't have this level of collaboration, the more popular Western, like the Galaxies, the Pixels, the iPhones. I don't think you're ever going to see anything like this, because let's just be real, those three lines are pretty boring. They really are. And people can get mad at that. You can love your Pixel, that's fine. Let me stop that up a little bit. But Pixels to me are kind of boring. iPhones to me are boring. Samsungs have become boring too. And it's unfortunate because you'd think they try to do something that's revolutionary, but they've just been stagnant, whereas the Chinese manufacturers have been ratcheting up and making things dramatically better in a lot of ways. And they've been the ones that have been pushing this technology forward. Oh, and also Sony. See, Sony has left my mind that bad, where I didn't even think Sony has also been stagnant. Not even just stagnant, they've been Some would say they improve in these areas, but for the people that loved Sony for a particular thing, you know, what they've been doing has not been the best thing ever for people like me that went to a Sony Xperia 1 Mark III because it operated more like a camera, and that shameful pro video mode that they put on the 1 Mark 6, it's whatever. It's a the Xperia is a shadow of its former self. But this wasn't what this video was meant to be. That's all I'm going to say for this video, though. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys feel about this. I really feel this is very key to how smartphone photography will improve. It will adapt into something a little bit better every single time, because people could say, oh, it's iterative, this is just an iterative year. Yeah, but when these phones are using the absolute best hardware, we have the absolute best hardware on the phones now, what do you expect? Like, realistically, there's not much you can do when you're using the absolute best hardware out right now for phones. So yes, if a 15 Ultra comes out and it's like the only real tangible thing that has changed is the periscope got dramatically better, but you want to sit here and say that is an incremental update, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But overall, that's all I really want to say for this. This is Sparta. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Let me know in the comment section below what you feel. And have a good one.